If you're a contractor, you're basically living a double life. From Monday to Friday, your truck isn't just a vehicle, it's your mobile office, it's your toolbox, it's your partner on every single job. But then the weekend hits, and that same truck has to become your escape pod. So the big question is, can one truck really truly do it all? Well, today, we're gonna find out. We're putting two of the biggest names in the game head to head, the GMC Sierra AT4 and the Ram Rebel. Look, this isn't just about which truck looks meaner or has the bigger grille. This is about making a smart investment for your business's bottom line and for your own personal time. We're gonna break down the engineering, the tech, and the real-world trade-offs to help you figure out which one of these heavy hitters really deserves that spot in your driveway. All right, first things first, let's talk about where you spend most of your time, the daily grind. Driving from home to the job site to the supplier and back again. An off-road monster is pretty useless if it beats you up on the highway, right? So how do they handle the pavement? And right out of the gate, you can see they're playing two completely different games. The Sierra AT4 is running on these beefy, off-road tuned Rancho shocks. They're built tough for control when the going gets rough. But the Ram Rebel? It comes standard with Bilstein performance shocks, and this is the key, a 4-corner air suspension. That system is all about adaptability, and you guessed it, comfort. You don't have to take my word for it. Reviewers consistently back this up. That combo of the Bilsteins and the air ride gives the Rebel an unbelievably smooth ride on the road. This quote from Car Expert even says it might be more comfortable than the super plush, luxury-focused limited trim. So yeah, for just pure daily driving comfort, the Rebel often takes the crown. Now, inside the cab, you've got another huge trade-off. Ram goes for that wow factor with its absolutely massive 14.5-inch Uconnect screen. It really is a command center. But GMC, they offer something completely different. And for a contractor who puts in a lot of miles, it's a potential game changer, Super Cruise. We're talking true hands-free driving on comparable highways. A giant screen is cool for sure, but for reducing fatigue on a 3-hour drive to a remote job, man, that could be the bigger win. Okay, so let's leave the highway in the rearview mirror and hit the trail. This is where these trucks are supposed to come alive. But just like on the road, they go about it in totally different ways. So here's the tale of the tape. You can see the Sierra AT4 sits a little higher with a 2-inch factory lift versus the Rebel's 1-inch. We already talked about the shocks, but the most important difference here, the one that really defines how they act when you lose traction, is that rear differential. The Sierra's got a G80 automatic locker, while the Ram has a driver-controlled electronic locker. So what the heck is a G80? The easiest way to think about it is as a smart system that's always on duty. If it senses that one of your rear wheels is spinning way faster than the other, like if you had a patch of ice or some mud on the job site, it just locks automatically. It forces both wheels to get power. The key word here is automatic. You don't push a button, you don't even have to think about it. It just works. The Ram's e-locker, on the other hand, puts you in total command. It does nothing until you tell it to. You push a button on the dash, you hear a clunk, and that rear axle is locked solid. Both wheels are forced to spin at the exact same speed, period. This gives you absolute predictable traction when you're doing serious, planned off-roading, like crawling up a rocky hill. So what it really boils down to is this. The Sierra's G80s is like a silent partner for your rear axle. It steps in when you need it without you even asking. It's perfect for those unexpected slippery spots you find on construction sites all the time. The Rebel's e-locker is a specialized tool. You choose when to use it. It's the difference between a smart assistant and a full manual override. All right, enough fun on the trails, let's get back to business. Off-road shops are great for the weekend, but a contractor's truck has to earn its keep Monday through Friday. So let's look at the stuff that directly impacts your work, your productivity, and, let's be honest, the long-term value of your big investment. I mean, this is the million-dollar question, isn't it? When you're loading up heavy tools, hauling materials, and just counting on this thing to not let you down day after day, which one is really the better workhorse? And right here might be GMC's biggest answer to that question, the available Carbon Pro composite bed. Now, this is not just a plastic liner you drop in. The actual bed itself is made from a carbon fiber composite. What does that mean for you? It means it's designed to take an absolute beating. It resists dents when you drop a toolbox. It resists scratches when you're sliding in equipment, and it will never, ever rust. For a contractor, that is a huge deal for keeping your truck looking good and holding its value. And GMC pairs that incredible bed with what is basically the Swiss Army knife of tailgates. The Multi-Pro tailgate isn't just one thing, it's like 6 different things. It can be a load stop to hold your lumbar in place, a full-width step that makes climbing in a breeze, and even a standing height work surface. It just makes that super durable Carbon Pro bed that much more useful every single day. Okay, let's talk about pure muscle. When it's time to hook up the heavy trailer, you know, the one with the skid steer or a full load of bricks, the numbers are what matter, and they don't lie. When it's properly equipped, the GMC Sierra 1500 can pull over 6,000 kilograms. The Ram 1500, it tops out closer to 5,250. That's a nearly 800 kilo advantage for the Sierra. That could literally be the difference between making one trip or two. Okay, we've gone over the daily commute, the weekend adventure, and the Monday morning job site. Now it's time to put all the pieces together and help you decide which of these trucks is really the better long-term investment for the way you work and live. Let's just lay it all out, nice and simple. This is your cheat sheet. You're gonna lean towards the Sierra AT4 if your top priorities are things like that bulletproof Carbon Pro bed, getting every last bit of towing capacity, and having that smart set-it-and-forget-it traction system. On the flip side, you're choosing the Ram Rebel if what you really want is the absolute smoothest ride to work every day, total manual control when you hit the trails, and the awesome flexibility of that air suspension. So really, here's the bottom line. Their true identities are crystal clear. The Sierra AT4 makes its case as the professional-grade, high-capacity workhorse that's built for the long haul, and also happens to be amazing off-road. The Ram Rebel is a purpose-built, trail-focused adventurer that puts a premium on ride comfort and driver control, and is also a very capable work truck. And that brings us to the final, most important question, the one only you can answer. When you're about to sign on that dotted line, what are you really investing in? Is it the long-term, rugged toughness of the tool you depend on to make a living? Or is it the premium, daily comfort of the ride that gets you there and back every single day? Your answer to that question tells you everything you need to know.